Please excuse the mess in the back. There's a lot happening at the moment. No, there's not. I just haven't done my washing. Right, you know when you're an adult and you've got to do your washing and you're putting it off like someone's going to do it for you? That's basically what I've been doing my whole life. I need someone to do my washing for me. I'm not interested. Anyway, let's discuss the big horse in the room. Is it the big cow? What is it? The big noise? Oh, I don't know. Yes, I've changed my hair. Depending on when the other rant's gonna go up, I've discussed it already, but I'm growing out my hair and I just want to change. I'm fed up of I feel like short hair. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can change your earrings and you can change your eye makeup, but it's not a change, you know? Maybe I'll change it back to me and having short hair, but at the moment, like today, I wanted to film with me wearing Eleanor, that's her name.
Who won it? Who won it? Which nigga little goon getting stewed with the onion?
Yeah, but I just wanted to talk today about, this is like a more of a personal, I don't know, like chit chat video. I want to talk about taking a leap and living life to the fullest, and it just, I feel like I've heard a lot of people saying like, I really wish that I really want to go here, I really want to, like, do you understand? We only have one life. Like, you're not going to be given another life. Maybe in your next life, I don't even know. But we only get one life on Earth, yeah? And for you to be waiting for the perfect time to do something is absolutely bogus. Like, you will never be ready to take a leap. You will never be ready to just be like, you just have to take a leap. Do you get what I mean? If you want to go somewhere, you want to travel somewhere, then go and do it. Obviously, my dad is blasting music just to clean the dishes. Like, he's listening, everybody loves the sunshine. Dun, 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 dun. But it's distracting me. Anyway, I feel like if you really want to go somewhere, you really want to travel somewhere, you just have to go and do it. Obviously, you need money. I feel like all these freaking quotes that you see and they're like, you know, jump on a plane, you know, make your dreams come true. Obviously, you need money. I get it. But if you're, I'm gonna kill him. If you're constantly, you know, shopping every Saturday or constantly splurging money, that money that you're using to splurge, you could save up and go on holiday. Like, going on holiday is not expensive depending on where you go, and depending on when you go. And I feel like people make excuses like, oh no, you know, I've got this going on. Then don't complain. You either make it happen or you don't. Like, it's that simple. And you have to, in anything, you have to just take a leap and just believe in yourself that you can go and do something. You know what I mean? Even in relationships, like, it frustrates me because people, I hear like guys say like, oh my God, like, I need a good girl, I need a good girl, I need a good girl. When you've got that good girl, are you taking a leap to commit to her? Commitment is scary, I get it. And it's like, oh my God, like, I don't want to waste my time with this person, but everything is a lesson. Every leap you take, there's a lesson at the end, always. And if you're scared to commit, then don't put yourself in a situation where you're already in a situation, you're like, oh no, I'm scared to do it. Then don't put yourself in that situation. You have to just be ready just to do it. Do you get what I mean? And you never know how things are going to play out until you do it. Honestly, traveling the world and ticking off your bucket list young is one of the best things that I feel like I've achieved. Like, traveling with my partner, making sure that we're taking time out to do different things is so important. And I feel like we're so young, like, people around me, we're so young. Our lives aren't Monday to Friday, you're going to work, and on the weekends you're going to Shoreditch. Like, there's more to life. There's actually more to life. There's more to life. And you have to just do it. You just have to do it and get over and done with. When I feel really uncomfortable about something, yeah, or I feel really scared about something, I just have to do it and get it over and done with. And then the lesson comes out of that, and you learn each time you do something. But please, can we just stop all of this, like, and I really want to, then do it, make it happen. I feel like some people in life are just so used to, they love to complain about things that they have everybody has the control. Everybody has the everybody's in charge of their own lives, right? So if you're complaining about something, why don't you take a step back and say, I'm complaining about this, but what can I do to make it better? What can I do to achieve it? You can't just be complaining your whole life like, oh, that person got picked to do a campaign and I didn't. But it's like, have you put yourself out there? Have you put yourself out there? Have you tried to connect with people? Are you going to events? Are you doing any of these things? I understand that, like, as a creative, it's really difficult. And I feel like with my team, my Hella Turnt team, we're all so talented. And it's like we all face moments where it's just like you start to question your creativity and everything, but you have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing through it because nothing is smooth sailing. No journey that you're on is going to be great all the way through. That's the whole point of a journey. I feel like when you want something, you have to go out and get it. You have to be fearless. You have to put on a front, like, you know, like, I am the shit. You have to believe that you are the shit. But even if the days that you don't feel like you're amazing, you have to put on a front, because otherwise it's not going to get done. No one's going to take you seriously. Imagine going to like a meeting or an event and your head's down the whole time. Nobody's going to come up to you and do it for you. No one's going to say, oh, do you know what? You seem like you've got talent. Let me put you on something. You have to show the talent. And you have to be prepared for people to take the piss out of you. Like, I feel like on my journey on YouTube, doing my videos, whatever, I have gone through things, done stuff, and realised like, shit, that's actually not for me. I don't want to do that anymore. But you have to go through it. Otherwise, you're not going to know. Do you get me? You have to basically take everything with a pinch of salt. You've got to take what people say to you with a pinch of salt. You'll have your friends around you that will say, yeah, man, you're doing sick, but they won't support your stuff. You have to do all of this stuff on your own. Like, you have to. Obviously, I'm not doing this on my own. I've got my team behind me. I've got my partner behind me and all of that. But that's because I trust them and they show me support every single day. There's no point having people around you that aren't supporting you to push you, and you can't expect people to push you because other people are doing their own stuff. Like, in my team, in our Hella Turnt team, everybody's doing their own stuff. Obviously, if someone brings out like an EP or they've done a photo shoot with someone, we will support that. But I can't push you to go to that shoot. You've got to push yourself. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like a lot of the time, young people are waiting for that moment. But are you making that moment happen? Like, do you understand? Nowadays, I'm going on from the tangent and whatever. Nowadays, on Instagram, it's like, there could be like a girl who is really nervous, anxious, has no confidence, but she could go on Instagram and portray this life and she could get far because she's portraying this life. She's being consistent with her content. And you could be this person who's got an amazing personality, but you're just sitting at home. So does it really matter? It doesn't really matter. And it just shows that hard work is what's important. There's no point saying I'm talented, nobody's noticing me, but you're at home cussing everybody else on Instagram. Like, you have to go and do your own stuff. You have to push yourself. You have to show that you want it. Because times have changed now where people, anyone and everyone is on Instagram, everyone on anyone is on YouTube. What makes you stand out? What makes you different? Like, why would anyone want to pick you for a campaign or send you items if you're just like everybody else? Do you get what I mean? Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that are like everybody else and they're getting put on, but that's because a lot of them are consistent. Their content, they have content always flowing on their socials. So even if you're not talented, you can get somewhere if you put in the work. Do you get what I mean? It just takes a long time to find your niche and to be creative, and it takes hard work, and it frustrates me because sometimes, like, I feel like people say to me like, oh my god, your page has grown and stuff like that, but you guys haven't seen what's been happening behind the scenes. You haven't seen the moments where I just want to quit this all over. Like, I'm just like, I can't be asked. You don't see the days where I'm sitting in front of the camera like upset because I haven't got energy, and I'm trying to like be consistent, and it's just stressful because I'm just trying to make sure that, you know, the video that I'm going to put out is going to be just as good as the last one. Like, you guys went crazy for the guy behind Rhea Ellen video, like, insane, and it just makes me like anxious, like, oh my god, like the next one has to be just as good. Sometimes I see the views go down on some videos, I'm like, oh my god, but it's all a journey. It is all a journey, and some topics will do better than others. It's just like if you do music, some tracks will do better than others. it's just how it is. But you can't let one thing stop you from doing what you want to do. If you want to go and do something, go and do it. Nobody actually cares that you're struggling, whatever. Just get it done. Like, you have to just get it done. Everybody has their struggles, everybody has their moments where they just don't want to do it. But are you going to let that stop you? Are you going to let something defeat you? Do you get what I mean? Yeah, that's my tangent done. I just want to say that, like, we only have one life, and a lot of things that, you know, that make people stop doing what they're doing isn't that deep. And sometimes you just have to kind of, like, change what you're doing. Like, something might not be working, you just have to shift it. Okay, cool. I don't know, I upload something on Instagram and it doesn't get as much views as normal. Or maybe I'll try and do it on a Thursday instead of a Wednesday, or whatever. You just have to try out different things and learn from everything, and stop feeling sorry for yourself, because that's not gonna get you where you need to be. Do you get what I mean? You have to push through every day and learn from everything, and just make sure that you know yourself. I know that like, sometimes filming, for me, I have to be in a certain mind space. I've got to be in a certain place. My mind has to be in a certain space. Oh, Ria, you see? I'm talking about my mind and it's not even helping me. Okay. I feel like I have to be in a certain place to be able to film consistently, because I film 3 videos back to back, and I feel like I have to eat, I have to have energy, I have to sleep properly to be able to produce the best. And I feel like I have learned that when I'm not doing that, I don't produce the best that I can produce. You get what I mean? So I'm learning as I go along that, okay, Ria, you can't do 3 videos at once on a Saturday because your family's home, or you can't do this, you can't do that, but find another way to do it. Do you get what I mean? It's just like, yeah. I was gonna say something else, but yeah. But you just learn as you go along. God never puts you through something you cannot handle. I always remember that when I'm going through something and I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst. This is just, I feel awful. You just sit in that moment and go through the motions and come out and just think, okay, let's get back on track. Not like, oh my God, I feel so sorry for myself 3 days straight. Like, you've got to sit in the moment, grieve, be sad, whatever. Next day, new fresh day, let's get it done. Let's get it done. And I just want to say that anyone who's on a journey, just keep pushing. And if you want to do something, if you want to travel the world, if you want to do something, set it up, sort it out. You don't want it to hit December, us going into a new year, and you're just thinking, oh my God, like, I actually floated through the year. Like, that is not what we're trying to do. I get it. Like, a year, in the year, like, you'll have months where things are really high and things are really low, but you want to be able to go into the new year as like, I'm ready for this year, not like, oh man, doubting and thinking about what happened in the year or the past year. You have to take each year as a fresh new year, set goals for yourself, and every little, like, thing. Sometimes, like, you'll have loads of little goals that you don't notice that are goals, and achievements, and you have to applaud yourself for little things. So, like, if you suffer from anxiety, yeah, like, I've realized lately, this is crazy, because I used to, like, think to myself, like, you suffer from anxiety, oh my God, get over it. But I honestly, like, I actually suffer from anxiety sometimes. Like, I will get, like, an email from someone and they'll be like, oh, can you come in and can we have a meeting with you? And I'll be like, I'll start panicking, like, oh my God, no. And it makes me feel really uncomfortable and I get anxious. And it's crazy because I didn't suffer from anxiety before. My mouth is getting very, very dry. Yeah, I didn't suffer from anxiety before, but I've actually got, like, a mild anxiety. And I feel like in that moment, when I get that email, I'm just like, okay, let me just reply. I just have to reply straight away, because it will sit on me and I'll get anxious about it and I'll overthink it. Obviously, when I'm there, I'm fine. Like, I'm like, hi, I've got so much energy. But in the moment, it just makes me question myself. And I think from past situations that I've been in, you get somewhere and you're thinking, why the hell am I here? Like, not every meeting you have to go to, not every event you have to go to, you know? Like, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, don't do it. It's literally that simple. Not every opportunity is a good opportunity. Not every opportunity is going to open up a bigger door for you. Some opportunities are actually going to bring you down, and it's disguised in a way that's like a big brand might message you, or a big brand might say, oh, you know, we want to put your music on this radio station, but sometimes that's actually not good. Sometimes you have to kind of think like, is this going to benefit me more than where I am now? If it's not going to change anything now, don't do it. It's that simple. Oh, yes. Yes, that was a good click. But yeah, anybody who's on a journey, keep going. Everything that you watch on here is not all it seems to be. It's very hard sometimes for me to push through with videos and to have the same energy in every single video, because I'm a human being. I don't have the same energy every single video. So it is difficult. And if you're going to start up your own YouTube, just be prepared for people to say mean things. If you're doing something that's different, you're going to have people that are going to be like, oh God, I don't like it. I don't like what she's doing, and she's talking too loud. Like, I don't like it. But if you're just doing makeup, then it's just like, I don't know. It's less, like, you get less bad comments, I guess, or negative comments from people, because you're doing kind of the norm. They might cuss how you're like putting the makeup on, or if you're installing a wig, they might cuss that. But I mean, like, when someone's trying to cuss you for you, or saying like, oh, you're butters, or why are you doing this, why is your hair like that, then it is deep. Or why are you talking on things that you're not supposed to talk about? It is long. And I don't really talk about the comments I get sometimes, because some of them are like bad, but we keep pushing. I don't read the comments and think, oh my God. Before I used to get really upset, but now it just makes me laugh. Like, me and my partner, we laugh. We're like, blockage. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, whatever you want to do in life, just do it. We're getting older. Our parents are getting older. My cat's getting older. Do you know what I mean? Everybody's getting older, and life is just going, like, we're already in October. Can you believe it? Like, I feel like we were just in August. It's crazy. But yeah, if you want to change your style, if you want to change your hair, if you want to change whatever, just change it. Like, you never know if you'll love it. Like, when I cut my hair, I was like, oh my God, I was thinking, should I do it? Then I did it, and I loved it. And literally, it's me now. Obviously, with me with this hair, I just feel weird. But it's me now, and I've never been so comfortable with my skin before. So everything that I've done has taught me something, negative or positive. So just do it. If you like a girl, freaking ask her out. Like, what? You might die tomorrow, and you're just there contemplating, oh my God, she's not going to shoot you. And a guy and a girl, if you like a guy and you think he's amazing, or you like his characteristics, go hang out. Like, why are you waiting for him to ask you on a date? Just because flipping on people on Twitter are telling you, no, you're supposed to wait for him to ask you on the 30th day. Just go out and enjoy each other's company. It's really not that deep. Some things that start like that are so organic and beautiful, and you can become really good friends from like normal situations. Like, you don't have to pretend to be someone, whatever. Honestly, just take a leap. Flip. You might not see tomorrow. What then?
Okay, I'm reloaded.